In tonight's live show, we will be looking at the latest artist model fake coming out of China that I've been made aware of, the John Lennon Ric 325. We'll also have the demo of the Scott Dixon Virus Defense Vocalist Shield. Plus, there might be a couple of surprise submissions from you guys. Lots of fun coming up, so stick around. Hey, how you doing? And hopefully we are live. Just checking who we've got in. We've got loads of you in tonight. Really good to see you. And we have got a big show tonight. Hope you're going to enjoy it. Let's see. Stephen Shipman, hey my friend. He's saying hello. Jake Lee Guitar, Trevor Locke, Scott Guitars, Great Vanzini. Who else have we got? Let's have a look. Dave Lewis, Carlson Olsen, Learning Lead Guitar. And right at the start, I don't know if you're in still. Jake Lee, good to see you. Daniel Horsley, hey man, really good to see you. Brian Simmer, Tall Thin Kev. Absolutely fantastic. Let me just check. We got 26 of you viewing at the moment, and hopefully this all sounds good, looks good, and we are on air. Excellent. 25 of you and 14 likes already. That is absolutely lovely. Super to see you. Glenn Bailey as well. What's up? Hey, Ben Coombs, Grumpy Mike. Wow, that's great. I've got 3 moderators in already. Great to see you guys. Papa Blue, how you doing? So yeah, we've got a busy one tonight. We have got quite a bit of video content. I'm still waiting on one email reply. If anybody's in touch with Aaron from the Orbus band, tell him I've asked him for permission to show a video that he sent me this week, but I haven't got his permission yet, and unless he comes online and gives me permission, I can't play that one. But I have 3 other videos to play for you tonight. We're going to look at the brilliant Scott Dixon shield, virus shield for singers that he sent me a couple of weeks back, and I believe John's in and watching. And so hey John, if you're there, my good buddy John Dixon from Scott Dixon. So we'll have a look at that, probably go with that one first. We're then going to look at the latest in Chinese fake guitars. Now, I haven't done anything on the fakes in a little while, and with a lot more of you watching these days, which is lovely, especially on the live shows. We're up to 38 already. 40, what am I saying? And 24 likes. Thank you so much. With so many of you watching and so many new faces in, as well as some of the lovely old faces that I enjoy seeing, I thought it was well past time to give you a bit of an update on what's going on with Chinese fakes. And my buddy Stuart, a very keen follower of the channel, has sent me a link a couple of weeks back actually. It's been a while. I haven't actually rushed into doing this one because I had so many live unboxings and things like that to do for you guys. So we're going to have a little look at that tonight. I am still, for those that are interested, on the alcohol-free beer, so cheers to you. And not minding that too much at all. I did just get a little noise on my phone. Oh, John Dixon saying he's on. Well, hello again, John. Good to see that you're on, man. Thank you. That's really good to have you here tonight. So, yeah, we'll be doing that in just a second. I'm just going to let it get into maybe about 50 of you watching, and maybe we'll aim for 28 likes. We'll have a bit more of a chat as well later on about the state of the Chinese market, and particularly this John Lennon fake. I'm a big Beatles fan, as any of you will know that watch the channel regularly. So that'll be an interesting piece. And yeah, I've been sitting here just noodling about on this this Clary Strat that I can't put down. So I hope you're all doing really well. We're up to 47 in at the moment, and as soon as we hit that 50, and maybe let's say, I don't know, 35 likes, we'll dive in and we'll look at the first video that I've got lined up for you this evening. I think before we go down that route though, we'll just go over to the comment cam for a moment and we'll just see a few of your comments, which hopefully I can catch up on. So if anybody has got anything that they want to ask me or anything they want to say, please don't forget to stick at CGS in front of it. Let me see, have I missed any others? We've got Andrew C in, we've got Sandra, we've got Pete Brown, we've got Nicholas Colding. I've already said Tall Thin Kev, Defo have a beer. There we go, of course we got to do that. And did I see Dale Palmer's in as well? Great to see you. So if you've got anything you want to ask me, oh, there we go. Sandra's saying share this video. I don't know what was wrong with that. That's fine. Rax Effects. Excellent. Good to see you. Cheers, brother. Right, let's have a quick look at how many we've got in. Well, we've got 48 of you. I think that's pretty much close enough. Shall we go and have a look at the first video this evening? I have been really pleased to be in touch with John Dixon from Scott Dixon, and he makes all of those really amazing aluminium guitar holders that we were throwing down the street at 42 Gear Street, and actually hung out with him at 42 Gear Street #1, and we had a real good time. And he makes some really great cases, but he also makes some brilliant speakers, which I'm going to hopefully be testing for you in the next week or so. Keep our fingers crossed. And also he makes this brilliant screen that is hopefully going to help some of us to overcome this horrible virus that's going on. So a big thank you to you for that, John. And we'll go and have a little look at the first of our videos tonight, which is how exactly he is helping us to avoid the dreaded Rona. So here we go. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to fix up this Scott Dixon virus shield, which is absolutely fantastic. It's as easy as this in the first instance, and this is the way I've got mine connected up. I just literally attach the bracket by placing it between the mic stand and the microphone securer, the holder. Then we screw the screen on. There's 3 screw holes in the bottom aluminium connector of this shield, and the middle one gets screwed on just like that, and then it is strong enough to hold up the weight of the screen itself. Nice and easy and straightforward, and that's how I've used it. But you can also use this central bracket to screw the microphone into the center. Now it does come with all of the tools and also with that grub screw that you need in order to connect this. And this bracket goes onto that same middle position in order to hold the microphone place. So there we go, as I'm showing you here. It also comes with the Allen wrench as well as with the grub screw, so that's really handy and useful, all the tools you need. Now that attaches to the middle screw of the screen, and you'll see either side there's another 2 screw holes, and that is where we put either of these 2 brackets which screw onto those bits, and then here or here we can attach it to a mic stand from the side, and it's that simple.
So damn selfish. Don't know why I look the other way. I wanted you to that you were too damn selfish. But my heart in the hospital. Shouldn't love you, but I couldn't help it. Had a feeling that you never felt it. I always knew that you were too damn selfish. Don't know why I looked the other way. Yeah, shouldn't love you, but I couldn't help it. I always knew that you were too damn selfish.
So there we go. That is the Scott Dixon virus shield, I'm calling it, or virus guard, because I don't want to use that horrible word. That is lovely. Thank you so much. Sandra says there's 50 of you watching and 40 likes. Hey, that is so cool. Yes, Andrew, that mic is absolutely, it's super clean. And what's more, as I said on the video, it's not affected by the screen in front of it. In fact, I've tried that and the Rode NT1A, and neither of those mics were affected by having the screen. I was expecting there could be a little bit of bounce back or stuff. Thank you for that, Nicholas. A lovely voice, bless you, thank you. Well, that was my eldest daughter trying it out for us, so really, I'm sure she's appreciating that comment. Thank you. So yeah, really did excellent recording quality, Dale says as well. There we go. Thank you, Dale. Awesome, awesome. And I see we got Terry's 3Gs in. Hey, how you doing, Terry? Good to see you. Really good to see you. So yeah, it's a really useful little device, and hopefully it will help to encourage people to be able to get back and to sing, because one of the things we can't do at the moment is much singing, so that really does suck. Oh dear, what's going on here? We've got Pete Brown's got some issues or something with your sheltering, Pete. Oh man, well, you take care, brother. Dennis, you want to say hello? Well, there you have. You've said hello from Tulsa in the US. Great, thanks, man. Thank you so much for all your efforts. You make my day. Oh, well, bless you, brother. You have just made mine. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate that. Ben Coombs, bless you, Ben. Thank you. She does have a nice voice. Yeah, we're very, very proud of her. She loves singing. She's absolutely... she sings all the time. Wow, there we go. She's going to be over the moon with this. She sounds lovely. Very talented. There's, bless you, Pete. Thank you. Great vocals and recording. Stephen Shipman saying she's got a nice voice. And there he is. Quentin. How you doing, brother? Really good to see you. It's alcohol-free beer tonight, not water. But cheers, Quentin. Thank you very much, everybody. And I know that she will be over the moon with all your very, very kind comments. But the key thing was that she was very open and helpful to me in making that video to show you what that shield can do. So the great thing is, because of the majority of the issue and the infectiousness comes from, because singing you project a lot and you put out a lot of force behind your vocal, that can cause little droplets and even breath and condensation to be pushed out, and that is how we can actually spread this virus. So this shield means that you can get right up close to people, a little bit like we had at 42 Gear Street when Henning put those brilliant sheets up, those sheets of plastic between us. It's a similar situation to that. It's only to stop projectile droplets and stuff like that, but such an ingenious idea. It's very, very lightweight, and it fits on every mic stand. So you can't really go wrong. And John, I hope I did that justice for you if you're watching. And I hope that some of you will find it useful, especially if you want to share that with your singers. And then when you can get back together for rehearsal, hopefully you don't catch anything from them. Excellent. Right. Yeah, thanks, Trevor. He says, alcohol free. Very rock and roll. Beer flavoured water. Love it, love it. I should mention as well, because I always like to mention, that I'm sure that my buddy Ben will be going live at 8 o'clock this evening, I think, Eastern Standard, USA. Although he's in Canada, Eastern Standard Time, USA. Terry said CGS, it could double. Oh, where are we? There we go. He said it could double as a vocal barrier for better capturing your voice too. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It could. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you that. I do apologise. There we are. Good point, Terry. Very good point. Bam, Mozzie. Good to see you, man. And did I see that we've got the guitologist? We got Brad in. Where did I see Brad? Did somebody say, hey? Brad, really good to see you, brother. That's lovely to have you on. I know you do come on occasionally. Oh, now he's on his full channel. What did I miss? There he is, Mr. Guitologist. You didn't miss too much, Brad. We've had a shield that comes up that allows singers not to sort of project out the bits that they breathe out, and hopefully stop each other from getting, well, let's not say this particular virus, but any kind of virus, because let's face it, this is just one of an absolute plethora of viruses that are out there. And but hopefully it will allow us to be able to get back together and sing and all that good stuff again really soon. So let me see what else. Dave Lewis says it's taken him 15 minutes to get his iPad in sync with his big screen. James loves Brad's videos, as do I. In fact, I was watching you've just done a live stream that I was watching last night, but didn't comment because it was very late my time. And that was on the, well, it was titled, You Probably Don't Want to Hear This. And I think you made some very strong points there, mate. Very much so. Grumpy Mike saying, bring back the post Friday. Yeah, you know you're in trouble. You know you're in trouble when Brad comes onto your live stream to give you some grief. Yeah, absolutely though. He makes a really good point there. That is bacteria. And of course, funny enough, one of the places that bacteria is worse on the human body is in the mouth. You would think that there are all kinds of places that were dirtier than the mouth, but actually that's where the majority of our bad bacteria tend to hang out and get sent out to other people. So very good point there, Brad. Thanks for that. Excellent. You carry on, my friend. You usurp the conversation as much as you like. It's a pleasure and a joy to have you here. It's nice to see you watching me like I watch you. So that's really cool. Excellent. Thank you for that. We've got Andrew C asking, how about that Rickenbacker? How about that Rickenbacker? Well, I'll tell you what, I want to check something first. I just want to check whether Aaron's responded. He hasn't. Do you know what? He's written me a song. He's written me a song. And I can't play it yet until I've got his permission. But what I can do, I'll tell you what. Let me see how many are in and how many likes I've got. We have got 66 of you in and we've got 49 likes. Let's pump that up to 55 likes. only because it gives us something to play about with, not because I actually want to have the likes before I play the video. But let's get that up to 55 likes and we'll have a look at the fake video, because yeah, it is still happening, folks, and when it does, I try to cover it from time to time. There's still so much fake nonsense coming out of China in the way of guitars, and the funny thing is now it's not as cheap as you can get some of this somewhere else. Oh, what did I miss there? Hello, hello, Mr. Grumpy Mike. Look at that. Bless you. Thank you, my friend. And he says, for the tip jar, and why not? Cheers. And what I have to say to that is, thank you very much indeed, my friend. Never courted, but always appreciated. A tip for the tip jar, and 99 times out of 100, it gets spent back on the channel anyway. So really, really appreciate that. That's wicked. So I'm just going to see whether we got up. Let me see. Oh, Stephen says he sees 68 likes. I've got 54, 57. Right, okay, fair enough. Let's go and have a little look at the next video I've got for you, which is about the fake Rickenbackers now coming out of China, the John Lennon fake Rickenbackers. Let's go and have a look at that.
Today we're revisiting the fake Chinese guitar issue once more. It's been a while and I couldn't resist telling you about this latest offering. Over recent times, the market in fakes has been exploiting artist endorsed models, and recently I covered the Dave Grohl ES335 style copy. Well, it doesn't end there. The John Lennon Rickenbacker 325 is a hugely famous instrument with a controversial history. This is something that was very well highlighted in the article on Ric Source back in 2002, written by Glenn Lambert. It makes an interesting story, and so I'm going to précis it for you here. Much has been said and speculated about the 1958 Rickenbacker 325 used by John Lennon during the initial rise to fame of the Beatles. Perhaps what makes the famous Hamburg 325 so interesting is the amount of speculation regarding such issues as its original configuration, its moderation, the refinish, alleged theft, and current whereabouts. The first thing that most people notice is that the guitar has no sound hole or elevated pickguard, unlike almost every vintage or modern hollow-bodied Ric you'll ever see. Next, if you compare Lennon's 325 to almost every other known example of a 1958 325, you'll notice that it's an unusual in having 4 controls. Mr. F.C. Hall of Rickenbacker recalled 4 325s going to Hamburg. One was sold to a West German dealer, Walter Hofner, at a Chicago trade show in 1959, and in October 1958, Rickenbacker shipped 3 maple finished 325s to Framers Werk in West Germany. John's guitar was one of these 3. Shipping documents still in existence confirm it. Aside from the famous ownership, it is in itself an extremely rare guitar. It was one of only 8 natural finish 325s made in 1958. The late George Harrison recalled going to a music store in Hamburg with Lennon to buy the guitar. Harrison, as well as Rickenbacker, felt that Lennon bought the 325 from the Steinway music store in Hamburg. Perhaps the first thing John did was get rid of the unattractive Rogan stove knobs. It appears that he was having trouble keeping them in place, as period photos clearly show the guitar with one knob missing on a number of occasions, not always the same position either. And the first replacements appeared to have been 4 Hofner teacup style knobs. The Kaufman Vibrola was not an ideal tremolo system, and so John screwed on a Bigsby. It's reported by some that John went on to disconnect the middle pickup due to unwanted clicking noises being amplified when his pick would strike it. This is not confirmed. The final change to the famous 325 was its colour. It had remained in its original natural honey finish even through the recording of the first album Please Please Me. In 1963, the 325 was refinished in black. It's thought that this was to match George's black Gretsch Duo Jet, which was his main guitar at the time. Obviously, John had a special fondness for his original 325, and it's likely the last guitar used by John before his murder in 1980. I recently received an email about the current batch of Lennon fake guitars emanating from Chinese knockoff sellers. My buddy Stuart Morris sent me a link to follow to DHgate, as he knows what a big Beatles fan I am. He pointed out the following for me, saying, "It's got the Rickenbacker details on the headstock, something for you to get your counterfeit reporting head on for. You haven't done it for a while." He is of course right, and I thought this one would be the perfect time to highlight the issue again. Once more, I have a few thousand subscribers more than the last time I covered the fakes issue, and it's still a subject that I feel the need to tackle once in a while. Let's go and see what the Chinese fake seller site says. So we see that it lists it as a John Lennon Ric 325 short scale length 527mm 6-string black electric guitar, Biggs tremolo, gloss paint fingerboard, 5-degree angle headstock. And it goes on to offer customization and hard case, and hilariously here it says, "If you want to know more details of the guitar, please contact me. I would like to supply the exact photos to meet your need. Similarly, if you want to make a unique guitar for yourself, please tell me the details of it and our team will make it according to your requirements. In addition, we have all kinds of guitar boxes and will produce the unique one for you." They also go on to give some tips for buyers, which says, "You must notice these tips. The photos are taken by ourselves. When we take the photos, there are some practical applications making the photo different from what you get. At the same time, every guitar is made by people, so there will be some differences between each other." Is that the people or the guitars? "Secondly, when the guitar reach your country, there will be some tariff and other related expenses you should take, and you must know this in advance." Yeah, I think they're talking about import duty, sales taxes, and the fact that it's highly likely to get stopped by border force and confiscated and destroyed. Thirdly, when you have any questions, please contact us firstly. We will solve it soon and patiently. Well, there's a very good example of a slight fib, because as we've seen before on the channel, very oftentimes if there are issues, they are far from patient and far from polite, and they want you to contact them first so that you don't give them bad feedback. So ask the question, why would you want to buy a fake, especially at £193, when you can get a similar guitar cheaply and legitimately? Fair enough, the legitimate versions that I'm going to suggest here are not exact copies of the Lennon 325, but are very close and for less money. Yes, it's true, there are still legitimate options at even less money. In a very short online search, I found something similar on Bax Music in the UK, made by Faisley. What's more, the Faisley FRC 618BK is only £138, so literally almost 60 quid cheaper. So let's have a look. First, what do they say about it? General, at first glance, the Faisley FRC 618BK may look like a rather expensive guitar. It has a gorgeous basswood body, 2 mini humbuckers, and a sleek black finish that ensures that it's more than easy on the eyes. Clearly, Faisley was inspired by the hollow body guitars used by legends like the Byrds and the Beatles. It shares many characteristics with the American original, but luckily the price point is not one of them. Construction. This affordable eye-catcher has a basswood body and a maple neck with brown blackwood fingerboard. It's equipped with 2 Faisley mini humbuckers, and the elaborate tone controls allow you to adjust its sound in a myriad of ways. With its hollowed out body and set-in neck, the FRC 618BK has a rich sound that will take you straight back to the 60s. Well, that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? But the options don't end there, as Harley Benton also do some Rickenbacker style guitars. And also for only £5 more than the fake Lennon. But of course you get that 28-day money-back guarantee. So I just don't get why people will want to bother with all the hassle of a Chinese fake these days, when there are legitimate shops selling similar or better for less money, legally and with recourse if you have any problems. So it begs the question, Would you buy the fake from China with all the risks involved and the fact that you can never sell it legally? Or would you be just as happy with either of these other two options I found in just a 2-minute Google search? Is the era of Chinese fake guitars now truly over? I look forward to hearing your thoughts.
So there you have it. There you have it. What can I say that I haven't said in that video? Although I do have to say one very special thing, which is a big thank you to Brad. Thanks, man, so much for the pint. And what's more, I'll show you once I've gone through that. I have, during the video, gone out and got myself another alcohol-free beer. Hey, it's one of those things, isn't it? So yeah, looking at this issue, this is not going away, but one of the things that I think is really important, and I'm going to go to your comments in just a second, guys, is the fact that there are alternatives out there now that are cheaper than those chicken backers. And why would you spend money out there in China where you've got no guarantees, where you don't know what sort of labour has constructed the guitar or been forced into doing it, and the fact that if it gets caught by border force and customs, that you won't even get it. It'll be destroyed. It'll be confiscated and destroyed. So as I always say, what's the point anyway? But now with things like that Paisley looked really great. I wasn't as keen, and I'm going to be really honest, because you all know that I'm a huge Harley Benton fan from the number that I've bought and the amount that they've sent me and I've showed on the channel. But I'm not particularly fond of the Harley Benton Rickenbacker type shape range. That's not one that really appeals to me. But I thought that Paisley looked really good. In fact, I think it was perhaps a little bit too close to the real deal Rickenbacker. What do you guys think? Let's go back over and let's go into your comments and see what you lot have to say about it. Oh, thanks, Grumpy Mike. A very good report. Thanks for providing the info. Excellent. Brad, that's a great joke. He knew a guy who invested heavily in poultry farms. He was a chicken backer. That's great. Grumpy Mike is a Harley Benton fan as well, which is wicked. So, oh, hello. I saw the... What's that? Somebody, let me see. I saw the CEO of Computer Parts. Oh right. Oh dear. That's a bit of a downer, isn't it? People are losing out. Yeah. Trevor Locke agrees that it might be worth buying the Paisley. Yep, I agree, Andrew C, but I wouldn't buy the fake as a wall hanger. Why not look at the Paisley one, huh? Big Gary, he's in, the Big G, my buddy. Good to see you, man. Real good to see you. I'm just going to go back because I think I saw a few other comments, which, like Rax Effect says, he'd love a short scale RB 320, but they're too hard to find. There we go, Dale, that was the comment I saw, which is legitimate businesses have better customer service and return policies. Well, absolutely. As we know, China don't have any returns policy. Basically, once you've bought it, it's very, very hard. You can get escrow protection, and I think you'll probably remember my video from a couple of years back where I bought one and had it confiscated by border force a couple of years back. Gee, it's probably 7 years ago. But I had one confiscated and I got a complete refund. But that is really, really cool. Thank you for that, Brad. He enjoyed the video, thought it was a nice video. I didn't see this. What's this one? Sometimes the fakes are coming out of the same factories, but companies don't take issue because they do not want to admit they're making some made in America guitars in China. It's kind of like Walmart. Well, you know, the funny thing is, I've been absolutely assured, because I made a video a while back. In fact, I made two. One saying that Gibson might be complicit, or at least turning a blind eye. But actually somebody set me straight on that. It is really difficult for them to go after these Chinese sellers because they're all little tiny stores. But what I think they should do is go after the big websites, the AliExpresses, the DH Gates, the Made in Chinas, to try and bring them down. But I don't think they're actually being made, because I made a video about a year or so ago saying that is Chibson Epiphone, and then is Chibson Gibson, but I don't think they are, mate. No, I really don't. What do we got? That was a good one. The alternative is the way to go. Too much risk in losing my money with all I've heard from China. Absolutely. Sorry, I missed showing your comment on the screen there, Glenn. Thank you for that. Adam D, sup brother? Dennis Pointer says, thank you for helping me out. All the tips on helping me get my custom left-handed type PRS 513 guitar. When my email account is fixed, I'll send you the pictures. No PRS made in China. Excellent. Awesome, mate. Well, it's an absolute pleasure to help you out. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for, isn't it? So a few more comments from you guys, and then I have another video to play you from a buddy of mine, which I think you're going to enjoy. So let's see what other comments we've got. You've got the Harley Benter 6 and 12 string versions on the video, but they don't come close to the Paisley. Well, I have to say, yeah, I really don't think that Harley Benton style one is really for me. You know, I love the Harley Bentons. I think they represent such good value for you guys, and that's why I show so many of them. And because at the end of the day, at the minute, especially with the way that the economies are going in, well, all over the world really, but we can all do with a really good deal at the moment. And I just think that looking for real good value is brilliant. And that Paisley guitar at 138 quid, which I think is going to equate to about 150 to 160 US dollars. And for the Canadians watching, that's about 5 grand for you guys. I think that's really good value. I do. I think that's really, really important. And, you know, I'm holding a guitar at the moment that costs 50 GBP, which is about 70, tops, 70 US dollars. And I can't put this thing down because once I'd set it up and got it sorted out, it really is a lovely guitar. Who can complain at that? Right, let's go back, have one more comment, and then we'll go and check the other video. Let's have a look. Quentin, I'm going to put it up. What the heck? I'm going to put it up. Fake guitars are like fake boobs. Sure, I'm getting to second base, but it's just not like the real thing. That is absolutely hilarious. Quentin, you are a naughty man. You've always been a naughty man, but we love you for it. Oh wow, there's a few more. Sorry, let me go back and show Brian's comment as well. This fake is of John's second Rickenbacker. Rick does a good job of shutting down counterfeits and instruments that infringe on their copyright and intellectual properties. Yes, indeed, it is. Now, that actually, I thought that it was his second Rickenbacker, but if you listen carefully to the narration that I put on, oh, and by the way, let me just tell you guys, so many of you have kindly been emailing me and saying to me, your video segments in these live shows are really, really good. And I've seen some lovely comments tonight as well. And people have emailed me to say, why don't I upload them separately? So I'm going to do that, but I might find a different day of the week rather than just taking up one of my Tuesday or Friday slots. So let me know what you think about that, not maybe in the live comments, but in the comments section down below if you've watched this far. I'm impressed. Let me know what you think about me releasing them on a different day, perhaps. Otherwise, I'll just continue releasing them as you've asked for them on my usual release days. And actually, it'd probably be less work for me. What am I talking about? Okay, so yeah, I have got, let me just come into here. Oh, hello. What was that about the Glary? Brad says, the pickups on the Glary aren't great, but they're passable. I think a good video might be trying to pop the Glary pickups to see if they're improved. Well, actually, man, what I did with this is I bought in fact, it used to be behind me until I tidied this room up. I bought a Squire loaded pickguard, and I kept the pickguard on this. I was after turning this into like a Clapton Blackie, and there's one detail that didn't quite work out. But these aren't the original Glary pickups now, and I agree with you that they weren't quite up to the muster. So what I did is I changed over all of the pickups, the electronics and the pots. If you look closely, you should just about be able to see that the pickups and the controls are cream rather than the white of the pickguard. And the only detail that's wrong with this by comparison to the Blackie, the real Blackie, is this is a 3-ply rather than a single-ply white pickguard. But the Squire pickguard that was sent with the pickups and controls actually was single ply, but the screw holes didn't match up, and there was no way that I was going down the road of putting matchsticks or filling in the old screw holes and drilling for new. And plus the fact, like Dave Murray from Iron Maiden, I quite like the 3-ply scratch plate on this. So yeah, really, oh bless you, tall thin Kev. That's incredibly kind, my friend, and thank you so much indeed for the very kind super chat. Let's give you one of those. Yay! Awesome. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate that. Just about any pickup would be an improvement over the Glary. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there, Brad. But I have to say, this thing is just really nicely built, and I honestly do use it to warm up on every single time. So yeah, really enjoying playing this guitar. Did I see the video of a guy comparing the 350? Let me go back to the comments, sorry. And thanks again, Tall Thin Kev. That was really kind of you, brother. He's asking Ben Coombs, did you see the video of a guy comparing a 350 Origin effects compressor to a $25 Amazon Basics? They sounded pretty damn close. Now, I've been looking at those. You can't get them in the UK, but my buddy Lee Fugue has actually got, all hail Dave Murray. I'm with you on that, definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying out some of those Amazon Basics pedals. But again, me not being a bandwagoner, as I call it, I haven't done well, I haven't been on that rotation. I'm quite careful with the things I pick. I like to pick stuff that I think you guys A, are going to like, and B, that you're going to be interested in, and that will be good value for you. So yeah, excellent. Dave Murray or Adrian Smith, indeed. Yeah, I agree, Brad. And I'm pleased to see that you're an Iron Maiden fan. That's awesome. Mike, I could purchase a second-hand Epiphone Les Paul Korean for around 400 Canadian. So that, for my friends in America, is about $15 US. Comparable to Harley Benton SC with shipping. If you had the choice, if I had the choice, what would I pick up? Now that is tricky. Yeah, you've really asked me the question now, haven't you? I think I would probably, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Harley Benton SC450. I've played quite a lot of the Epiphones, and I do like the Epiphones, and I especially like them now that they've gone away from the clipped ear style headstock to have more of that open book style headstock. But yeah, I think I would still, I love those Harley Bentons. I honestly, hand on heart, I really enjoy playing all of my Harley Bentons. And I think for the money, they can't be beat. So I think, being serious about the Canadian dollars, I think that's going to be about, is that about 250, 300 US dollars? And you can get the Harley SC 450 for under $200. And I just think that represents insane value, insane. I can't see how anybody can really beat that. So there you go. Right, where are we? So that was your tricky trickster question. I do have another video to play you of my buddy Cads, and he has very kindly, I can't see him in tonight, which is a bit of a shame, but he's very kindly sent me a video of his PRS S2. I think he's got a Scala, and I think he puts himself down. I think Cads is a much better guitar player than he rates himself. So I really wanted to do this, and I say the same for all of you. If you send me videos of you guys playing guitar and you want me to share it, or you've got a great band that you're in and you want me to share some of your stuff, that's what this is all about. This is why we have live shows. It's a community. So if you want to send me anything, you just email me at, I've still got, unfortunately, China Guitar Skeptic, not CGS, but China Guitar Skeptic at gmail.com. And anything you send me, I'll play. Provided it's clean, of course. So, oh, look. We got Kevin. How you doing, brother? My brother from another mother that I met at NAMM this year. Really great to see you, Kevin. So I am going to play you guys the little bit of guitar work that that Cad sent me. So I hope you enjoy this. He's a sweet guy and an absolutely great player. And let's have a look at this PRS S2. Oh dear, I forgot how quick that ended. So thanks again to Cads for sending that in. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, look who we've got. Right smack bang on time. He says, sorry I'm late. It's Aaron. Kids had you playing Nintendo. Well, mate, I can't think of a better excuse or a better thing to be doing than to be playing with your kids. So well done, man. And Mikhail is in as well. And he's asked a very pertinent question. Why, just curious, why the SC450 and not the 550? Well, let me just quickly ask Aaron a question, and then I'll answer that for you, Mikhail. Aaron, can I play the song for me that you sent me earlier this week? Am I allowed to play it, please? Let me know. So Mikhail, studio. Let me see. Why the SC450 and not the 550? Right, okay. Very simply, I'm a big fan of having the option to split the coils on a double humbucker guitar. Any Les Paul type guitar, LP, single cut, whatever you want to call them, I think it just gives you so much more tonal variety to have that split. I know you can add it to the 550, and the 550 is also the same thickness. It's the 2-inch thickness as a real Les Paul, or as a not a copy Les Paul, let's say. But the 450, being that little bit thinner, it's lighter. I really like the LAF pickups rather than the HAF pickups, the Roswell pickups in the 450. I like them just that little bit, only a little bit better than the HAFs in the 550. Now the 550 Custom Deluxe, which is the one I've got, is a beautiful guitar. It's that little bit heavier, as I said, and I love the finish. The AAA, I think it's still a veneer over a maple cap, but it is definitely over a maple cap. And maple will make that guitar just a little bit heavier than the mahogany underneath. I think this one's like a basswood or something like that, I'm not sure. But that's why I always choose the 450. Just my own personal 2 guitars there. I do love the 550, but I prefer my 450. So I hope, Michael, Michiel, I'll get it right. I'm going to say your name right because I never do it right, do I? Michiel, that's the answer. I hope that was an answer that you wanted. Hey, Janice Lala's in as well. Did anybody tell me? Oh, he said sure. Excellent. Brilliant. Right, in which case, I have another final video for you guys, because as you guys will know, my very sweet and lovely brother from another mother, Aaron, is in a band called the Albus Band, and we featured them on one of my live shows, I think about, I'm going to say 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. And there was a very good reason why, but Aaron managed to write me a tune as a result of that, and it really is a great tune, and he recorded it for me just himself and solo guitar this week, and I have queued it up because I really want to play this for you, and because for no other reason that A, I love the tune, and B, I love the guy. Aaron is just a super talented singer, guitar player and songwriter, and I know you guys are going to love this. Bear in mind that it's just on a single, I think it looks like a GoPro camera, and the audio's direct into that, but he's recorded this for me and it meant a great deal to me. So let's go and have a little look at Aaron's song for me.
Alright, I'm recording this for CJS then.
And that is for my buddy Mikhail, I should say. Let me get that right. Thanks so much for that, man. Yes, Brad, that was an original, and as you can see, very, very talented guy. Oh, excuse me, the beer is coming up. But yeah, Mikhail, thank you so much for that. This money is not for Mickey D, because we don't do that. Mate, you are so right. That's a little in thing between me and Michiel. But we certainly will again next time, which would be brilliant. Okay, guys, awesome. Yeah, a big thank you there to Aaron for that amazing track. It was written and inspired for me, which is lovely, really lovely. I couldn't hear the words either, Janice, but I love the tune, and I think he's such a talented guy. So you like the lighter, did you? Let me go over to this cam. Thanks again, Michiel. Like the lighter, which is cool. And Janice was just saying that couldn't hear the words, but the song is very well put together. I think the song is beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. And everybody wishing Aaron good luck with the album, which will be coming out. When's it coming out, Aaron? Let us know. And don't forget, come back on the show. And no, actually, I'm sure that you've got the EP out already. You've released a 4-song EP. What am I talking about? That's why you came on the show before. Unless you've now got a full album coming out that I've missed out on somehow, let me know. Let me know. Okay, guys. Well, looking at this, I think we've got to the stage where we're nearly an hour in. Gee, and I promised you guys that we wouldn't go over an hour again. And so I think it's kind of come to that time of the night again, or day, or wherever you are, for me to say cheery bye. And to thank you all for hanging out as always on a Sunday with me. It's always a joy and a pleasure. Lovely to see some good faces in, and some good friends. And also lovely to have Brad in tonight, which was really nice. Thanks so much, man. Really nice to see you. Great to see Quentin. Don't forget Ben's live stream later on. And I just hope that you all have a really good week. If you've got any suggestions for Sunday live stream subjects that you'd like me to cover, as always, just send them to me and let me know. Pop them in the comments, wherever you want to. Any social media outlet you can catch me on. And also, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and a like on your way out. I really hope you have a great week. I'll catch you all really soon. But for now, take good care.
In tonight's live show, we will be looking at the latest artist model fake coming out of China that I've been made aware of, the John Lennon Ric 325. We'll also have the demo of the Scott Dixon Virus Defense Vocalist Shield. Plus, there might be a couple of surprise submissions from you guys. Lots of fun coming up, so stick around.